Nigerians. And one of the problems of Nigeria is the fact that we produce quite a large number of graduates who are unable to find jobs, who are roaming the streets every day looking for jobs that are no longer there. They try the civil service, there is no job. They try the local government service, there is no job. And unfortunately, the private sector is not expanding at this rate at which we are producing graduates. So I know that unemployment, underemployment, malemployment are common problems of Nigeria. So when I had the privilege of representing this great country of Nigeria in the Republic of Philippines, I was on the watch out.
Okay.
I got to Philippines, I found some unusual situation. I found that they had 1,800 institutions that award degrees. And I recall that at that time Nigeria had under 300 degree awarding institutions. So I thought that if Nigeria with 350 degree awarded institutions have so much unemployment and underemployment, certainly a country that has 1,800 degree awarded institutions must have mass unemployment. But when I got to Philippines, what I found was completely different. Because I asked them at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, what is the magic behind it? And they told me that they had what they call multi-level marketing. But I knew I had something on multi-level marketing before in Nigeria. So I was curious. He wants to do industry in his capital. No matter what he wanted to do, he needed capital. And he said he tried to go to a bank, and that might be difficult for him because of the interest rate and sometimes the fluctuation in the interest rate. He cannot rely on relations. I know that it was difficult to rely on relations in Nigeria for capital, in capital formation. And I knew that of all the 4 factors of production, a critical one is capital. If you are unable to access capital and you are unable to aggregate capital, then there's no way you can move forward. So they told me that these MLMs assist people in capital formation. So I got excited and interested. So I said, I would like to meet the best 3. When I found this MLM, and I was introduced to them, and I found that if I take it to Nigerians and they can utilize it to form capital, then half of their problem will be solved. Then I now realize that the MLM itself is not an end. It's just a means to an end. The end is, how do I get capital? Capital to achieve whatever I want to achieve. And this is an easy way of forming capital. Of course, you have to work, you have to build relationship, you have to keep to the rule, but you can aggregate capital that is not based on a bank rate. No bank rate, no interest. You form the capital. When you make the capital through the MLM, then you can now decide, I'm going to build houses, I'm going to open shops, I'm going to start schools, I'm going to start a shopping mall, I'm going to start a transport business. So I got excited by this very fact that this organization that I was going to talk to, and I eventually talked to, and eventually on 1st October 2012 came to Nigeria, who help this young, dynamic, resourceful, creative, determined Nigerians to access capital with which they can achieve their aim. It is important for every Nigerian to take control of his destiny. You cannot leave your destiny in anybody's hands. You cannot live your life in anybody's hand. You cannot live the dreams of your life in anybody's hand. It is your responsibility to actualize, to fulfill your destiny and your dream. Now, but how do you do it without capital? And that is why I particularly recommend to you the Dream Life International. They are an expert in what I've been talking about all day. How to use this opportunity to raise capital so that you can fulfill your dream. Everybody has a life dream. But if you go to the cemetery, there are so many dreams buried there because they haven't been able to actualize them. But these people will teach you on the angle, Mr. Angle. The Dream Life International team will teach you how to form capital and how to use capital to achieve your life dream, your vision for life, the destiny.